Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today I'm excited to be doing another throwback minifigure opening. This time I have 4 packets, one from Series 6, one from Series 7, and 2 from Series 10. These minifigure series were coming out when I was a kid, and it was pretty hard for me to get a hold of Series 6 and 7. I only got like 1 or 2 figures from each of those series at the time. Actually, I don't even know if I got a figure from Series 6 when it came out. But Series 10 is when I was getting very into Lego. I was living in India at the time, and I remember just hunting for them everywhere. And I think you will see a bunch of older openings from when I was like 10 years old on my channel if you look back far enough. Before I open these up, though, I do want to remind everyone that I am an employee of the Lego Group. However, all opinions expressed in these videos are my own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Lego Group, and LEGO is a registered trademark of the LEGO Group of companies, which does not sponsor, authorize, or endorse this site. So we'll open these up in chronological release order, but I wanted to take a quick look at the packets first. I remember Series 6 being super unique to me because it came in this white packaging, and to me, Series 6 is still one of the best series ever. I really loved a lot of the minifigures here, like the Minotaur, the Roman Centurion, the Genie, the Alien, which LEGO has never made another alien like that to this day. And in fact, I think that that's what might be in this packet because I don't think these are random. I think I bought these to fill certain gaps in my collection. So I think I might know what this one is too, but I remember getting the bagpiper and the Viking woman and the bunny guy. Oh, and the little merman. So those were some of my favorites. And then Series 10, of course, was iconic because of Mr. Gold. These are actually two different packaging styles. You'll notice that the bottom is different, and then also the back is different on each. Like you've got the 16 up there, but nothing over here. And like the warnings and legal information is just a little bit different, as well as the item number. So I don't know why those are different. I don't know if it's like the European packaging versus the US packaging, but that was just a subtle difference that I noticed because I thought packaging was the same everywhere. So let's go ahead and get started. We will open the Series 6 packet first. And inside it is, yep, it's the alien. So very excited for that figure. We'll take a quick look at the checklist. I don't know how I could forget, but I actually did have a minifigure from Series 6 originally. The Sleepyhead. I had 2 of him actually, and he was one of my favorite minifigures when I was a kid. And I feel like I don't know if I got that guy, but I feel like I remember him. I have the Statue of Liberty from a magnet set now. This is the alien. I think did I have the flamenco dancer? I'm getting confused between the ones I wanted and ones I had. I definitely did not have the Minotaur, but I did want him, and I think I have him now. And same thing with the Leprechaun and the Roman Centurion. Although again, I'm not sure if I actually own them. And then I really liked the Genie. This skater girl was like Lego's customer service girl for a really long time. So I honestly kind of miss seeing her on service.lego.com. And then I did have the Butcher. That's another one that I had from Series 6 as a kid. And I think also the Mechanic. This was a pretty cool spaceman figure too. But yeah, so here we have a classic gray spaceman in Lego form. I like the torso printing, no leg printing. Again, I don't think that that's something we see a lot nowadays. I think nowadays most minifigures are fully detailed, and yep, it doesn't have back printing either. And that's definitely something we see on, I think, every single minifigure now, even if their torso is being covered up by like some kind of costume or something. I really like the head mold though. Like I said, it was only used on this one minifigure, and I think it looks excellent and suitably creepy. I don't think those are supposed to be pupils up there. I think that they're supposed to be like reflections off of the eye, because the whole point of these spacemen figures or like in UFO lore is that they have just the big black eyes. And I do like his little ray gun as well. Next up we'll go to Series 7, and I think I know what this is. Yep, it's the Aztec warrior. Before we look at the figure, let's take another quick look at this series checklist. We have the swimmer, Aztec warrior, bunny guy, bride. I loved that bride minifigure. You can see her in a stop motion video on my channel from when I was 10. Had the merman, got the Scottish bagpiper a few years later. I really liked that piece. I also had the daredevil. That's the galaxy trooper, I think. I had the tennis guy. He was great. I think I also had this guy like Tarzan style. There was a hippie. I think this guy was called a nerd or an IT guy. Maybe it was just the Lego community that called him a nerd. But that figure is also, I think, used somewhere on Lego.com. I had the Viking woman, so I guess I actually had a decent number from this series when I was younger. The Evil Knight is super cool, as is the Punk Rocker, and then you had Little Red Riding Hood. And I forgot to show the back of the previous one, but this is the old style where it shows you how to build the minifigure. And now let's talk about that minifigure. This might be my second Aztec warrior because I don't know if I ended up buying him at some point in the past. But he does very nicely complement the Jaguar themed Aztec warrior that we got a couple series ago, which I really loved too. This guy has like a big kind of beaked headdress. So I don't know if this is supposed to be just a bird or if it's supposed to be like the feathered serpent. But I don't think it's supposed to be a feathered serpent because it's bird shaped. It's not serpent shaped. But this headpiece is exquisite. I also love the shield, and the torso, leg, and face printing is just really good. And you can see that the minifigures are starting to get a little bit more sophisticated because now it has like the full side leg printing, even though dual molded legs were not a thing at this time. So now we have the two Series 10 minifigures, and this was the first series I almost completed. Except, so I only had like one left to get because I was looking for Mr. Gold, obviously. So the only one I never ended up getting was the Sea Captain, which I think might be in one of these two packets. And then I did have the Bumblebee Girl, but I ended up selling her on Bricklink when I was a teenager, which I very much regret because I don't know. I mean, she was kind of valuable. She was like $35 used, but I really wish I hadn't sold her because she was such a unique figure. So I'm going to have to hunt her down again at some point. And look at that. 2022 me must have known exactly what I was thinking because it's the Bumblebee Girl. So this is replacing the one that I had sold. Okay, I'm really happy with my past self because I do this a lot. Like I buy Lego and then I forget that I have it, which is maybe why that's my second Aztec Warrior. But sometimes it leads to really nice surprises like this because I wasn't sure if I had bought a random pack or the Bumblebee Girl. So here's the Librarian Medusa, still one of the best CMF figures ever. This is another Roman warrior. This is like an Amazon warrior. That's the Tomahawk guy or Tomahawk warrior, Skydiver, Bumblebee Girl, who's also, I think, still one of the best CMFs. That's the grandpa, introduced that kind of like bald piece. Paintballer was pretty cool. Sea Captain, Sad Clown. I got so many of those. Really fun figure, but I just had so many that it was really funny. Revolutionary Soldier. I don't think I got this one like when I got all the other ones. Baseball guy, I remember getting him when I was 10. Trendsetter, this minifigure was so cool. Paint decorator, and then I think this was the motorcycle mechanic. And then of course, where is Mr. Gold? Wow, this is like so nostalgic to me because I did so many. I opened so many of these packets. This is when I had kind of just first started doing YouTube videos, and yeah, I really look back on that time fondly. So I guess I'm building this live, which I haven't done for the other figures, but hey, we're already done. This piece was used for a couple of years after after the CMF came out, like this hair hat piece. It was used on Killer Moth. I mean the torso and leg printing is pretty basic, but it looks good. There is the honey pot, which is an excellent print. I also think that this mold was pretty new at the time, or at least new to me. And then she just had the classic wings and no back printing. But yeah, she's just adorable. I'm really sad that I ended up selling my original, so I'm happy that I have her again. So, on to our very last pack. And I'm right, it is the Sea Captain. So finally, after almost, 12 years, I have completed Series 10 LEGO minifigures. I do like this figure. I mean, his torso looks cool. He has the binoculars. He has arm printing, which is really nice. I actually bought these arms on Bricklink in 2019 for a custom rescue minifigure that I was making before the official version came out after I saw Avengers Endgame. But yeah, so it's kind of crazy to see them on the minifigure they're supposed to be on. And then this did introduce the seagull mold, which I think is still used today, but only in a few sets. It's not very common, and it is still made out of like this very flexible rubber. And I mean, Lego has gone back and started making some rubbery hair pieces into hard plastic recently, so I'd love to see this piece be remade into hard plastic as well. I also think that this hat was new for the time. I think it was a new hat mold. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks very nice, although of course he does not have any back printing either. So that about does it for this throwback minifigure opening. I hope you guys enjoyed it, even though I kind of had an inkling of what was in these packets. I'm super happy with these four figures, especially the two Series 10 minifigures. And I do want to do more throwback minifigure openings in the future because I think that these are a lot of fun. I'll just try to buy some actual random packs next time so it's a little bit more exciting. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and check out my website, goldenninja3000.com, and I'll see you guys in more videos soon. Bye for now.